Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I figured I am always doing like fashion haul, beauty hauls, makeup tutorials, product reviews. In the future I do plan on incorporating some lifestyle videos, but the camera that I have is super big, so I don't see myself doing that with the camera that I have. I want to try to get a smaller camera that I could just use for like vlogging kind of purposes. But I figured that I would come on here today to do kind of like about me, get to know me / story time kind of video. So I feel like my channel is filled with just other things, and I kind of have not opened up to anybody or any of the subscribers that I have, and I know that I've gained a few subscribers, and I hope you guys are here to stay. I'm excited to see my subscribers are going up, and I hope that in the future we can talk about makeup and beauty and just life and you name it, and you know, I would love to talk to you guys about it. So if you like these kind of videos, please keep watching. And excuse me, if you guys have any questions for me, put them down in the comments down below, and I will answer them for you guys. I definitely try to interact with everybody who comments or leaves a comment on any of my videos. So I try to make time every day to do that, or to within 24 hours to reply. Or my goal is to continue to stay humble and to try to interact with you guys as much as possible and as quick as possible as I can. So I don't know, let's talk. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am married. I'm from Southern California. I am a mother of 4 boys. Let's see. Beauty is not my industry of work. I just have a love for it, hence the fact that I have 4 boys. And so obviously this is like the only girl time that I get. Let's see. My background is human resources. I've been doing that forever, as far as I can remember. Let's see. What else could I tell you guys? I'm a short shit. I'm super short. And I absolutely hate that about me. I wish that I was taller. But hey, I guess it didn't take that long for me to become the... How does that saying go? It doesn't take that long for perfection, or it didn't take me that long to be perfection, something like that. I don't know what the saying is, but I always see it and I'm like, yeah, that's me, like totally. It didn't take me that long to get to my perfection, so that's why I'm on the shorter side. I am a smartass. I am super I'm just like sarcastic and a smartass all the time. I think that when you guys watch my videos, or the ones that are subscribed and watch my videos, they don't see that part of me. And I don't know, I think it's kind of, I guess it kind of sucks in a bad way, and I'm trying to get better at that, but it's not easy putting yourself in front of putting a camera in front of your face and recording and whatnot. So I don't think you guys enjoy or get to see that part of me, but I actually am super funny. And so hopefully that will start coming out in videos. And I am in my 30s. I have oily skin. My skin is pretty much combo skin, but I would say more on the oily side. My hair is thick and coarse and super curly. Like, I'm like Curly Sue. And I guess that's like one of the things that you could say that I hate as well. My height, my lips, and my hair. Those are the 3 things that I would say, hey, I absolutely hate, if I was to name what I do hate. So yeah, I have really thick, coarse hair, bad hair, and I've always had that. It's like, why didn't I get blessed with that beautiful straight hair. And you know, everybody's like, well, your hair's so great and it holds curls. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it does hold curls, but whatever. I hate it. You know, that's why I straighten my hair all the time. What else could I tell you guys? But like I said, I have oily skin, so I don't follow the directions of like when you go to like Sephora or Utla and they're like, you know, oh, they recommend this foundation for dry skin or oily skin. I don't really follow those directions. I kind of like, if something's new and I'm interested to trying it out, I definitely will purchase it, and I will try it with like, say I'm getting a foundation, I'll try it with different primers and to see, you know, what primer would work better with my skin or with that, you know, and then I will be stuck on that, you know, like that's what I will use. My current favorite foundation right now is the Makeup Forever HD stick. I'm actually loving that. I've been stuck on it for a couple weeks, and I have new foundation that I like. I just tend to pull from the stick, probably because it's like user friendly. So the last couple videos I'm sure that you guys have seen, I've used the same foundation stick, and it's just a really, really great foundation. I use that not only on camera, I use it like every day. Prior to that, my favorite was the Naked Skin, the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I think I was like in 3.5, and the Makeup Forever, I believe I'm in like 118. But so at the moment, currently, I'm loving that. What else could I tell you guys? I've been married for over 10 years. And my husband and I have been together, obviously, more than 10 years, over 10 years. It's pretty funny because he's quite tall, and that's like one of the things that I couldn't do. I couldn't date a short guy, even though I'm short myself. That's not something that I could actually do. No, I'm not knocking any of the guys that are on the shorter side, but I definitely could not date a guy that's short. So I absolutely love that my husband's super tall and I look up to him. But don't get fooled, I will kick his ass. So just because he's taller than me doesn't mean that I won't whoop his ass. I will whoop his ass. So I am Chilean and my husband is Mexican. And like I said, I have 4 kids, 4 boys. And my boys are, they're not with my husband. We don't share no kids in common. But my boys range from 17 to 12, and they are my world. They drive me crazy. They invade my privacy, but at the end of the day, they're pretty great kids. And I know every mother rants and raves about their kids and that they're angels. No, I'm not in denial. My kids are not angels, but they are pretty good kids. You know, luckily I haven't had any problems with them with drugs or anything like that. And I just think it's how you raise your kids. You know, everybody chooses to raise their kids different, and I think I have a great relationship with my kids. So, you know, my boys can always come to me to talk to me and whatnot, and I always tell them, you know, like, not to try to stay away from the bad things, and, you know, don't get caught up in stupid crap that will get you in trouble, because I've been there, done that, and it wasn't fun. And when I was younger and I had friends that I thought were my best friends turned out to not be my best friends and put me in bad situations or did me dirty somehow or another. So I always try to tell them that. And I think I've been pretty lucky because, you know, my kids, I don't really get calls from the school telling me when they're bad, or, you know, I don't get those calls. Maybe it's also because I have old school values, and I will whip my kids' butt. Let's be real, I'll whip their ass. Like, I'm not that, like, oh, don't touch your kid, don't discipline your kid. Like, they really don't get in trouble or anything like that. Now that they're older. When they were younger, yeah, I spanked my kids. You know, that's what I think is wrong sometimes, is like, now we're told you can't touch your kids. Well, my mom used to beat my ass when I did bad stuff, and I would like to think that it taught me, you know, respect and to do good. And, you know, so I definitely, you know, now that my kids are older though, I hurt them with where it hurts. So I take away their PlayStation or their phones or their iPods, or I take away things like that will hurt them. And so I don't know, that's what works for us. So when they do something really bad or they have missing assignments or anything like that, that's how I get them. I think I feel as if I'm a very positive person. I don't like negativity in my life at all. So I'm like really, really big on that. I think every morning should start off with good morning. You shouldn't be in a bad mood. If, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you should check yourself. I'm very, very positive. And I don't like that in my house. I don't like negativity in my house. So like, if my kids start fighting, and say it's like the 14 and 15-year-old, best believe that I will freaking get a belt and I will tie them together and make them hug until they start loving each other. I don't play around. I'm not dealing with negativity or you guys fighting or whatever the heck it may be. So I definitely do that. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like negativity. I try to stay positive and remain positive even when there's setbacks in life. I try to stay positive. I think, probably the reason why I'm like that is because I did lose my parents at such a young age. I lost my dad when I was 10, I don't know, like 9 or 10. And then I lost my mom when I was 14. And so some people could take it as, I hate the world, I lost my parents, my life sucks. But I think that you could either let it break you down or build you up. And for me, I at the time I was so young and I didn't understand why I lost my parents, and I was like, God, why did you take both of them? And I didn't really understand it, and I went through this probably like 6 months or a year phase where I just when there's a death in your family and people say sorry to you, or they say, I'm sorry for your loss, and although that they're saying it and they mean it and it's sincere, they'll never understand the hurt you're going through. I think like everybody grieves differently, and I'm not sad about it. I'm not angry about it. I'm the baby of 7 of us, and it's pretty crazy. When that happened and my parents passed away, the state of California, we're in California, the state of California didn't intervene, I guess. That's like a really crazy long story, but in short, the state of California didn't intervene. We pretty much went on our own. I remember when I was 14, I stayed with my older brother, which at the time was 15, and I did that for like a year. And then I remember at 15, I went out on my own, and I went to school. I did everything like I needed to, and the school knew that I had lost my parents, and they didn't do nothing about it. Like, they never did. Like, they never intervened, and the state of California never intervened. We never had like social services knocking on our door, or we never went into like foster care or anything like that. And I think like, wow, that's crazy. Like, how do you fall through the cracks? But I also am grateful that didn't happen, because I wouldn't want to be a foster kid. I wouldn't want to be in that foster care environment. I'm so grateful and thankful for the life that I've had, and the fact that I didn't fall into that category where, social services, or, you know, the county, you know, child protective services, whatever the heck they're called, that they didn't come and intervene. And it taught me to be responsible. It taught me to become an adult, unfortunately, at a younger age. But I don't regret and anything that happened, and I don't regret, like, I don't have anger towards any of that, if that makes sense. But yeah, I lost both my parents by the time I was 14. My mom was the day after Christmas. Pretty crazy. And I do have siblings. I have 7. There's 7 of us total. So I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. They raised us. My mom raised us. So she was a single parent. And so when my father passed away, he was not in our lives. And when my mother passed away, obviously, like I said, I was 14. She passed away in December. And they both passed away of cancer. From cancer. My father was a smoker, and my mother had gotten breast cancer, and it traveled to her lungs. She went like in intermission. It was like this big long thing, but the state of California never took over. They never what's the word I'm looking for? They never like intervened. There was 3 of us that were minors, and they never contacted us. They never did like I believe it's called like a welfare check. They never did that. So from 14 to 15, I stayed with my brother that was 15. Pretty crazy, right? I stayed with him, and then at 15, I went on my own. And I continued to go to school. The school knew about it. My friends knew about it. Everybody knew about it, but nothing, like, it's kind of crazy. I never fell through the cracks to go into like foster care or anything like that. And I'm grateful I didn't. Just, you know, like, I always hear these horror stories of what it's like to be in foster care, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm not bitter towards the state of California for not coming in to intervene, but it definitely made me become an adult way when I was a kid, I guess you could say. So I went on my own at 15. I was working way before that. I started working when I was like 9 years old. And then like I would go to work with my older siblings. And then when I was like 10, 11, I literally started working on my own. Before my mom even had passed away, I was working, and I would work. And I don't know, like, that's how I supported myself. My mother owned her own business, and she did well. She did very well. But I would never see my mom because my mom was always at work. She was, you know, she would leave when it was dark and come home when it was dark. So I just didn't really, my mom busted her butt off for her kids. And so when I started working, I started buying my own school clothes. I started paying for my own stuff. And so I kind of was already self-sufficient, I guess you could say, or, I was already, I just realized that that's open. Sorry about that. I don't know. I went on my own. I don't know how else to explain it, but I went on my own. There's no bitterness towards, like I said, towards the state of California or, you know, the county that I live in or anything like that. I feel like I'm a pretty strong person, and, you know, I'm strong because of that. I also am very humble because of that, because I seen my mom bust her butt off to provide for her kids. So everything that I have, I work hard for it, but at the same time too, I still remain humble. And I think that's a quality that no matter how rich you are, how middle class you are, how poor you are, it's something that I think you should always try to remain. And I definitely try to remain that. I start every day off being thankful for another day. You know, that God gave me another day, and I'm not gonna go into religion as I've said before in the past, but you know, I am grateful and I do believe in God, and I think that every blessings that I've had, you know, I'm grateful for them, the good and the bad. So I'm very grateful for that. I am in human resources, if I didn't say that. So YouTube is not my full-time job. I do it for fun. I actually am a human resource manager, and I've been in human resources for, I don't know, a lot of years, quite a bit of years. So I love it. I think the reason why I love my field of work that I'm in is because I actually get to help people. And, you know, when I love my city, I absolutely love my city. I am pretty funny. I know I haven't showed that in my YouTube channel, but I actually am pretty funny. I believe I have a great personality. It just doesn't show, and I hope that it will in the future, because I'm like a smart ass. I'm easygoing. My kids, friends all love me. They all talk about me at school. I guess they say like I'm the coolest mom, and out of all their friends, and you know, out of their own parents. And I'm not there to be the cool mom, but I guess I am, because I just don't sugarcoat shit. I say what's on my mind, you know, and I have like the old school typical Hispanic mom values, where I'm like, hey, you know, if my son's friend is being a knucklehead, I'll check him. I'll tell him, hey, you know, don't do that crap, or don't do that crap around my house or in my neighborhood. Like, you know, I'm pretty old school when it comes to that. And I don't know, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but the kids all love me. They all think I'm like the coolest mom ever. And so I think that's funny, because I'm like, why do you guys choose me? I'm like the one that will cuss you out, and you know, but they do. So I don't know, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. So yeah, if I'm ever on here and I don't have a wedding ring on, because like I don't have my wedding ring on now, that does not mean that I'm going through a divorce or I'm having problems in my marriage. I just don't, I always forget to wear it. So I think that's like a lot of YouTubers that come and they're like, oh, she doesn't, you know, subscribers are like, she doesn't have her wedding ring on, maybe there's problems. No, that's not the case with me. You know, I have a really great relationship with my husband, and you know, I'm not going to say we'll never go through a divorce or anything like that, but the chances of us going through a divorce is pretty slim to none. So my relationship is really amazing with him, and I love him very much, and he's probably my biggest supporter. And when I get crazy ideas, which is quite often, he's there to support me, and he goes along with it, and I absolutely love that about him. So I'm actually trying to get him to do a video or two with me, but he's being a jerk and he won't do it. And to be quite honest, he has a high in demand job just like I do. His career is very high in demand, so I know it kind of creates conflict of how am I going to be able to do that, be able to make time to film and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've gone through everything that I could think of. I don't think there's anything else that I left out, but if I did and you have any other questions regarding me, or you want to get to know me, just go ahead and comment down below, and I will try to answer them. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please like this video. It gives me it will help me out greatly. And please subscribe if you haven't already. If you watched this whole entire video and you are subscribed to my channel, comment down below where you're from. I would like to know where you're from. I'm curious to know where you guys are from. I definitely would like to get to know you guys better. So if you are a YouTuber, please make a video like this, or when you have time, do an about me video, and let me know tag me in it or whatever the heck it is, so I could go watch it too, because I want to get to know you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.